Hello everybody, this is Germ. Today I am playing as an engineer in a rush, but we'll get to that in a minute. That's not what I want to talk about first. First what I want to talk about is I am excited for Battlefield 3. I know, big surprise. Probably everybody who's watching this is excited for Battlefield 3. If you aren't excited for Battlefield 3, why aren't you? You should be. It's probably going to be one of the best games that's come out in years. I'm incredibly excited for it. And so it's been kind of feeling lately like when I'm playing Bad Company 2, it kind of feels like I'm just going through the motions, you know? I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but it feels like, you know, it's just, oh, this is fun, this is awesome, this is an amazing game, but it's not Battlefield 3, and everything I read about Battlefield 3, everything I see about it, every weapon customization blog, everything, I just think, oh, I want to play this game right now. I don't want to wait. And fortunately, the beta is coming up soon. I didn't get into the alpha, but of course I'll be in the beta like everybody else. So I am really, really excited for that, and I look forward to bringing you guys that type of content. So anyway, I'm playing as an engineer, and I think an engineer can be one of the best classes to play as during a rush, and there's a couple reasons for that. Let me just revive this guy real quick. Here, I'll give you back your weapon. I think why an engineer might be one of the best classes to play as during a rush is for two reasons. The first being suppressed weapons. Now, suppressed weapons doesn't mean silenced weapons as they're commonly referred to. You can't really silence a gun. But a suppressed weapon, it just makes it harder for everyone else to hear you. And it makes your shots less distinct, and it makes it harder for people to pinpoint where they're coming from. Now, in Bad Company 2, sound is huge. I mean, sound is everything. The sound in this game is amazing. And I sound whore all the time. I use sound to find tons of opponents. And with suppressed weapons, it's a lot harder. It's not impossible, but it's really, really hard to locate exactly where someone with a suppressed weapon is. To top that off, some of these suppressed weapons are actually really great. Some of the engineer guns, like this UMP. I mean, a UMP-45, for those of you who don't know, a UMP-45 shoots 45 caliber bullets. It shoots 45 ACP, the same exact bullets, same exact rounds that go into a 1911 handgun. This thing's shooting out fully automatic. This is a really awesome gun. I love it. And the iron sights are pretty good too. So it's a really good close and mid-range weapon. It's not great at long range, but if you burst fire, it's okay. But it's really, really fun to use, and I think it's really great for using in rushes because you're up close and personal with everybody. There's not a whole lot of sitting back, although I am doing a little bit of that now on the first point, and the reason I'm doing that is because the second main advantage the engineers have, and that is explosives. Now, I kind of wish engineers could carry C4. They can't. They just have mines and RPGs and rocket launchers, but I think the rocket launchers more than make up for the lack of C4 in the engineer class. These things are super useful in Rush, because in Rush, you know, you can plant the MCOM and then wait till it blows up and defend it and everything. You can also blow the MCOM up. You can either blow the MCOM up itself by shooting it a whole bunch of times with the rocket launcher, or you can just bring the building down around it, and when you bring the building down, of course, that destroys it. And rocket launchers are awesome for bringing buildings down. They're not quite as good as C4s. Like I said, C4 would be really nice. But the benefit of a rocket launcher is you can sit pretty far away and just tear a building up. And I don't think that's a cheap tactic. I think that's part of everyone playing together. I think the engineers should just blast the buildings that the MCOMs are in to pieces and then wade in to help clean up the rest, or clean up the mess. But I think it's really, really useful. So now I'm just going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing in my particular strategy here. These first two MCOMs were not that eventful. We pretty much just bombarded them from a distance, moved in, and took them out. These ones are going to get a little more interesting. Now we've got some people hanging back in the woods. They didn't. Alright, I think, are they down? Nope, he's running that way, and I am down. So, as an engineer, one of the most useful things I can do is just tear buildings apart that MCOMs are in. And just reduce them to the ground, blow big holes in them so that my team can get in there, everything like that. So that is what I'm going to do. Any building that has MCOM in it, I'm just going to make it my personal mission to deal as much damage to it as I can. Unfortunately, I was just coming out of reloading. I wasn't paying attention. That guy came up the stairs and got me, but I believe my teammate got him. He did. And the MCOM was destroyed. Now these guys down here are reviving each other. So I'm just going to shoot them. Throw a grenade. I don't think I get that guy, but it made me feel better. So here we go. So that MCOM went pretty much immediately. That was really, really fast. And we're going to move on to the next one now. Charge has already been set at Alpha. I mean, this team is moving really well. So as on the other side of that wall, I actually kind of forgot that when I was blowing holes in this building before, but I need to get down there, so. Nope, you cannot disarm. I'm just going to keep my eye out here. I don't like these MCOMs on the sides of buildings. They're really hard to cover. What you need to do is just run back and forth between the different sides of the building and just kind of keep an eye out on where everyone is. But no one really put up a big threat, so we have taken that one down now. And let's see. We're driving them back pretty hard. As you can see, I'm just kind of running circles around here. I'm not trying to engage them at long distances. I'm just trying to get people who are like 50, 60, 70 feet away or closer. And as soon as we get close to the next set of MCOMs, I'm going to pull the rocket launcher out again and get to work. Now I make a big mistake here. I run up here, he's shooting, I switch, and then I go to scope up, but I aimed wrong, and he was able to take us both out. I was kind of outgunned in that situation. He had an LMG, but oh well. Now here, it doesn't seem like my grenade goes off at all. I mean, does it look like that to you guys? It looked like I threw it in there, and it just kind of went dead, so I'm just going to go ahead, and we've got a lot of people. If you look at the map, there's a lot of people in that building, so I'm just going to keep throwing rockets into that building. And it looks like someone else called in a mortar strike, so I think everyone's out of there. And let's see. Opening that up, that does make it easier for the enemy to get in, or that guy to get out. I guess he realized that everything was going down. But it makes it a lot easier for us to get in, and ultimately I think that's the best thing. I think it works in the attacker's favor to have the building around the MCOM destroyed. Even though that makes it easier for people to take you out while you're trying to defend it, you can see people coming to disarm it a lot easier. So I think the trade-off is ultimately worth it. And I can't shoot to that car worth anything. And right here I got a little bit of lag, slow down, so ignore that. That's not your computer, that's mine. Alright, we are down to our last point. So it's actually on the other side of a building. It's not in the building, but I'm going to work on taking the building down anyway, because I believe everyone who's defending is probably going to be in that building. That's something you need to keep an eye out for. When you're defending, or when you're attacking an MCOM that's right on the side of a building, it's a pretty good bet that a lot of defenders are going to be actually in the building. So as an engineer, direct your rockets towards the building, put them in the windows, put them in the lower walls, and try to take it down. So yep, there's people up in the second floor there, so I'm going to try to get around here if I can. And let's, oh, alright, there was someone hiding in the bushes to my left. That's okay. And I don't know what he was doing. Alright, if you can hear behind me, that building's coming down now. So just taking this MCOM out is going to be super easy now. We're pretty much just be able to waltz in here, I'm guessing, because I don't really see a whole lot of the defending team around it, and now that we've got our clear sight lines, we can see really easily to defend it, so that's good. And they're just coming up this hill, but they're not going to be able to do anything about it. I mean, we've got them. Yep, alright, we took it out. So, just to recap, quick things we talked about. Engineer's awesome because you have the suppressed weapons, which makes you hard to find as long as you engage people at short distances. And you can use explosives to take down the buildings around the MCOM and take down the MCOM itself. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. Please leave a comment, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.